Go. Where's my camera at? There we go. It took forever for it to pop up though. Let's see, let me get this tweet together. All right. What's going on, y'all? What is good? I feel like it's been a minute since I've actually just myself talked about like some spoilers on a live stream. I'm assuming everything sounds all right because no one has told me that they can't hear me or anything weird like that. That is just what I'm going to assume. I was gonna say it's just gonna be me unless somebody else pops up and wants to join in, but it's just gonna be me. I know, yeah, Nura. It's yeah, I'm done. I'm actually done. Vacation is over. Vacation is over. Just before the end of the year too. I want to get back into more like Black Clover topics because it's actually a lot of stuff going on right now in the manga that I just like have not talked about. But it's actually like going kind of crazy for real. Like everything going on right now is actually just like extra wild. I will still say though, I still don't like Ryu as like a character, but everything else going on is wild. Yeah, Josuke has been like super busy as of lately. He's been really busy. He been working a lot. He's been working a ton. So like, it's not much you can really do about that. It's not really much that you can do about that. He's been working a ton. So, and I really wanted to talk about like the stuff that was happening right now. I really did want to talk about it. So, Okino, what's going on, dude? What is good? Kino, I'm not for sure if anybody else is going to show up. It might just be me today. I don't know. I don't know. We're using making captions look like fodder. See, that's the thing though, is I feel like I'm in the minority here, but I'm not that impressed yet. Like yeah, okay, they beating up on that dragon, but like I low key still feel like the captains are nicer than the reusing seven. Like I low key really feel like they're still nicer than the reusing. That that that's just me though. The one trainer also, you think he got flame magic? Why do you think that? Like, cause they all got like elements, or did he use some type of weird fire? I don't know why you think he has flame magic. I will say though, Fuegoleon, I don't really have much of a case for him. But like, I guess like the main captains I'm really talking about when I think of like the captains being stronger than the Ryu's and seven is like Yami, Jack, Nozel, William, like I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. Marileona, if you count her as a captain or not. I know some people consider her a captain, some people don't. Um, maybe Dorothy or Real, depending on like, well, not Real. May not Dorothy either. They're both way too goofy and not Kaiser. I guess just those other ones. Really, just William, Yami, Nozel, and Marileona, and that's it. Right, like all they doing is just like showing off on some big target that's not really doing nothing. Like I really would not be surprised if they just start to get clapped, especially that like mass dude and that fat dude and that lightning chick. I don't really even think that they're like they're probably on the weaker end of the spectrum. Like for real, in terms of reusing that are actually probably like a big deal. It's probably just Ichika and whoever that other guy is that's like training Asa. And then probably the only ones that's actually like a big deal. Everybody else is probably mid. Ichika alone is more impressive than the majority of the captains. Nozel's massively overrated. Now I'm not gonna hold you. Nozel is slightly overrated. I will give you that. I will. But I think Ichika is overrated too right now. Like just because she's beating up on like Asta, a person who like is confirmed not like Asta does not have hands. Like Asta cannot fight. Like so she's beating up Asta, and it's one of the things like she doesn't really rely on her magic all like that. So like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think like like okay, so Ichika she is more impressive than say like Dorothy, Real, Kaiser, and like Fuego. But the other ones, I'm not sold. I'm not sold. Like I'm really not, because she just has like a really good fight against Asta. That's the main thing. Like she can fight Asta a lot better than the vast majority of the captains outside of like Yami, maybe Mario, just because of how she fights and not overly reliant on magic. So it's one of the ones where if you're not overly relying on magic, you're gonna give Asta a really hard time. But like they're not fighting other people that have magic. Like I really do think people like in the Clover Kingdom, like some of the people once they start doing like Mana Zone and stuff, I think they really would struggle with that. I really do. Especially Yami. Like come on now. What's up, cellmate? Dragon Heals next chapter and Paladins clap half of the reusing. Bro, to be honest, I wouldn't even be surprised. I wouldn't even be surprised. Like I really would not even be surprised. Not even a little bit. Honestly didn't think the scaling was gonna be like that for real. What do you mean by you talking about like the scaling in terms of the size of the dragon and that like construct that that fat dude made? Or you're talking about scaling in terms of power scaling? Like what do you mean? I just don't know what you mean by that. Um, what else is? Oh yeah, but yeah, like I definitely don't think. Even if the dragon stays down, like just because of how many like paladins are there, because only three of them there, like Lily, that Heath looking dude, and that other guy. So I mean, most of them are probably going to get clapped. Honestly, like they might break it up into like some weird 2v2v2s, but oh my gosh, Rax. Like we need the Dragon's Mid, we need a cool one like Vernus. We haven't even seen him yet. All we have is a silhouette. We don't know what he looks like. We have no idea what that one even looks like. Rax, if you want to join, you can, or if you want to chill in the chat, that's fine too. I don't really care. I just didn't want to call everybody at the same time because I know like everybody be like super busy, especially like with like this time of year. So it's up to you. Oh, you was talking about actual size. Okay. Yeah, for real, he does seem pretty large. I wish I did see someone talk about like could they scale it to see how big it is. I would be like curious to know like how big the like construct was. And same thing for the dragon because it really did like dwarf the that like construct thing. Says you might join a bit too busy flying around World of Warcraft with your stupid dragons. That's all you're doing. I know. I know WoW's more important. If you do, I'll have to call you on Discord. The mud dude is making Soul look pathetic. I mean, it's so weird. Tabata did Soul like so dirty because Soul was actually looking like she was supposed to be like a relevant character, but then just like it never was. Broku saying all reusing clap Lucifaro. Nah, man. I can't get on board with that. I understand what he's saying if he looks at it like strictly like from a power scaling aspect. I could see where he would say that, but I just think that the way that they fight just really bothers Asta. Cause like the main thing though that I think he be forgetting with Asta fighting against him is like Asta was able to like negate his defense. It's like it's like he had no durability against any of Asta's strikes because he couldn't use his magic. Like his magic defense was just completely like ignored. So it's one of these where like if he fought someone else, he'd be able to actually like tank attacks and block attacks. Like he literally had no way to block against Asta. So it's like it's like that whole fight and those statements are just a little on the disingenuous side to me. But that's how Broku scales. Not that I have an issue with it or anything, but I mean that's just how he looks at it. Like we've always looked at it differently though, me and him. Where's the Earth Spirit? I think Tabata forgot about the spirits, for real. Because it's not like any of the Ryuzen have them. Unless that one guy playing that guitar thing. Didn't you have a cat? What if that cat is the Earth Spirit? That'd be terrible. That'd be absolutely awful. That'd be like the worst choice. That'd be the worst choice he could possibly make. Yeah, no, no. So I should join and play WoW. The expansion is fun. That's what you were saying. But I'm playing a bunch of the GameCube games though as of recently, so I don't know. I've been playing a bunch of. I got the emulate, like a Dolphin emulator on my computer, so I've been having like a lot of fun with that. Did I see the JJK spoilers? I'm not caught up on JJK. I did see the spoilers, but I'm not caught up. So they're like, it's like I see the spoilers every week for JJK, so I have like a rough idea of what be going on, but like I don't actually like have a clue at the same time. Altering you having time double eyes, I hate that. I hate that so much. Honestly, I just don't like Ryu's character at all. I really don't. Like even in these spoilers with him like basically like prepping everybody on everything that was gonna happen, it's just like Tabata introduced this character that can just move the plot along whenever he wants to, has this ability to see the future, know everything that's going on at any given point in time. Like if he's ever written himself into something weird where you can just randomly have an answer. And not saying that like Tabata has done all that yet, but like it's just that kind of character just was lazy. Better hope Sanji doesn't run into Seraphim. But okay, Rex. I think that was a very sus choice by Oda. I don't know why he did it like that. I really don't. I don't know why he made that fruit operate the same way in Seraphim Boy. I really don't, but it is what it is. JJK and the fan base is getting cooked for the spoilers. I wonder why. What happened in JJK? Is it something goofy like somebody come back to life or something whack? How's you knowing everything without having time magic, bro? Exactly. How is he knowing everything without time magic? It's that stupid whatever he's talking about. That stupid eye. That's probably a key related ability. I mean, that's still what I think. I still think it's like some weird key type ability where you can like see everything or like take in so much information. It has to be something key because everybody says he doesn't have any magic. So I really don't think it's anything magic based. I just don't think he has any magic. Oh, Stars of Strife type of thing in spoilers. So they introduced some type of character, and then had said character get clapped, even though they're like OP. Is that what happened? One smart. What's going on? Rip Yuki. Who's Yuki? They need to let you write Black Clover. I don't know, bro. I don't know. If they let you write Dragon Ball, it might be a Sonic cameo in there. Or if they let you write Black Clover, it might be a Sonic cameo in there. Yuki put her cursed tool thing up. Kenjaku Cheeks Ant-Man style. What? Nozel is massively overrated, done the best out of all the captains in the arc solo until Mario's spell got her close to Mana. Street, that is crazy, bro. I haven't heard from you in like a million years. I haven't heard from you in a million years. Cause I don't even see you on the other podcast when we be having it. So like what? Jaku got anti-gravity ability out of nowhere. Okay. So wait, Kenjaku, because that's like the main guy, isn't it? Are they already beat? Is he defeated or something? Oh no, they're talking. Oh, okay, so that one chick, Yuki. So wait, did she die? Is she dead or is she just about to die? Said the fan base wasn't having the same energy as they had for My Hero. No lie though, My Hero kind of got it coming though, because My Hero be trying to trash everybody else, but then when their series does like something trash, they be mad when people talk about them. So they kind of had it coming, in my opinion. Reusing over Nozel. I don't know, Rax. I don't know. I don't know. I think Nozel might have something for him. To be honest with you. Oh, you gotta stay up till 5 a.m. in order to watch, and you can't do that anymore. You missed the podcast. Not gonna lie. Dang, that sucks. I always forget that you're like on the other side of the world. Like I always forget that. Dang. I feel it though. Staying up till 5 is kind of OD. It's way too late to stay up and way too early to wake up, especially just to talk to us. I do appreciate you being here though. Appreciate it. Mm. And serious, just gotta ignore him. But Jump doing Horikoshi kind of dirty. What is Jump doing Horikoshi? Nozo getting folded by 50% Lucifaro versus Ryuzen who low diff this dragon. That's assuming that this dragon is stronger than Lucifaro though. Do we know if it's stronger than him? I actually love to go for Brandish, bro. Assuming her ability even works on them. I'm trying to say, I feel like it's like more spoilers. Or is there any ones that got some words on them? Well, I've only seen like the untranslated ones and like a bunch of pictures. Like I've seen like all the reusing do their attacks. And I seen that one chick turn into like whatever that Nine Tails Fox thing is. We haven't seen how the current captains perform yet, so putting them above the reviews and now is still too early. See, that's another thing too. Like, it's been so much time. They probably got way stronger because they always get stronger. Like over like a large course of a time, they always get power ups. Yuki did the sacrifice spell, but did no damage to Kenjaku, so people are mad about it. That's kind of booty. Cause she's supposed to be one of like of the strongest sorcerers, right? So her doing that kind of like sacrifice spell and not doing anything kind of trash. I don't know who Brandish is, but Nash claps. One smart. That's the kind of energy that I'd be having for some of these arguments. Brandish is OD, but it's just only if her magic works on you. No, if her magic, no, if magic is stronger than Brandish, her spell is not working. Of course. Oh, you're talking to Rax. This is about to turn into a whole Nozel versus everybody in Fairy Tale comment section. There's one chapter behind him, Black Clover. I mean, with I think like Tabata took like a 2 week break or something. So I mean, you didn't really miss anything. Like you might be even closer than you think. Cause I feel like we're on like our third chapter of that dragon being around. Doesn't know why Tabata doesn't use ice instead of snow magic for the reusing. Snow is whack. I mean, don't nobody really use snow except for like Fragile. And the snow kind of get played. I mean, everybody always like does ice. Maybe just trying to be different. I don't know. Maybe. Mizzou got folded by 50%. Lucifaro, he's not even up there with Marred Gear. See, Rax, I'm still in that camp to think that Lucifaro would probably clap Marred Gear, though. And don't even start talking about Memento Mori, because we've never even seen that erase anybody, so I don't even want to hear that. I don't want to hear anything about Memento Mori. I really don't. Because we have never seen it clap anybody. Like, Memento Mori has a 0 for 0 time of actually working on people, so don't even bring that up. That ain't my only thing, bro. Fairy Tail characters be having these abilities that we ain't never seen work. Does Lucifer have anything to even be at the Celestial Spirit King? If you say anything about this freaking, what is it, Galaxa Blade or something like that being like a billion times the speed of light, no, no. Those feats are getting thrown right out the window, Rex. Next chapter is the volume ending, so I expect Asta showing up. Honestly, Ner, I wouldn't expect Asta to show up in the next chapter. At most, if for anything related to Asta, I would expect either it would either be Asta figuring out the nuance to his training to get the leg up on the guy he's training with, or potentially the Ryuzen 7 getting put in like a bad scenario to have the volume end on like a cliffhanger. Maybe like a couple of them get clapped. Maybe Ichika's getting clapped by Lily. Maybe something along those lines. I don't know. Celestial Spirit King casually slicing through an island-sized demon above anything Lucifaro did. That's at 50% though. Juan's always downplaying fetas. I don't even know what fetas are. While wanking 7 deadly sins feats. Can't believe this. Going in 2023. I'm not wanking the feats. I'm not wanking the feats. I'm just saying what I've seen. I'm just saying what I've seen. On a serious note, do you think Yuno is far superior to Asta right now? I don't think there's a buff for Yuno. That's why I'm saying. On the other hand, with this man, Tabata. Honestly, though, for real, when it comes to Asta and Yuno, I would assume Yuno would be stronger at the moment. Like at the moment of the Lucius fight, I would have assumed Yuno to be a little bit stronger. And I know how wild that sounds considering how crazy Devil Union is. But at the same time, like it's just like Street said, bro. Tabata be pulling buffs out of for like out of nowhere. Out of nowhere, just has some crazy ability. So I don't know. If was stronger at that moment, I would not be surprised at all. Uh, Thoughts on the 30-second trailer for Black Clover? It was cool. It was cool. I think it's funny because I had to deal with this a lot with the Seven Deadly Sins trailer. There's CG or there's CGI in the Black Clover movie, but no one's saying anything about it being trash. I just wanted to say that. But the movie's kind of interesting because I don't really know what Anglos Tabata's going with because from the summary that I saw, they're saying that like the previous Wizard King was evil and he got sealed away. So I'm wondering, like, is that guy like bringing back old Wizard Kings and they're also evil and he's gonna like work with them? Like, were a lot of the Wizard Kings in the past evil, or is he doing like some type of reanimation jutsu or unsealing type thing on them to fight with them? Like, I don't know, it's kind of weird to me. But in terms of appearance and like hype for the movie, I'm very hyped for it. Like, I can't wait for March, I believe, to actually see it. I cannot wait. Okay, Rex. Zero's actually just Garbo. Zero's actually Garbo. The Genesis Zero has literally not killed anyone. We've never seen it actually do anything. No one talking about it because it's good. I know, right? Let it have been trash. Let that trailer have been trash, bro. Everybody would have been talking about, oh, BC down bad. Black Clover's terrible. Not in theaters. Look at how trash they are. That's the only reason people are not talking about it. You really is right. Or that, and like I said, because it's not in theaters too. If it was actually going to be on like a bigger stage, I feel like people would be more like talking about it. But it's actually coming to theaters. But I get it. Black Clover's probably not going to break any records or make a ton of money in theaters. So just putting it to Netflix is probably the smarter thing to do. Genesis Zero doesn't kill people, Quan. You don't have that much info. I mean, I know it doesn't kill people. It just like instant like erases them or something. It isn't something similar to like Memento Mori. I don't even know who Funny Bunny is. Not to that fought Zero with Maw 50% Lucifer. Just saying. Yeah, Rax, I'm definitely not gonna agree with that one at all. What even is Genesis Zero? I'm about to look. If it's not something absolutely crazy. If it's not something absolutely crazy. Yeah, it's that weird green beam. What does it even do though? Like, it doesn't even do anything. Yeah, this technique has been claimed to be capable of erasing the person's soul in their very existence. Yet we have never seen it do that. It's just that in name alone. In name alone, that's all it does. But we've never seen it do that. So no. Do I think Ryu is going to be the villain? No, I don't. I really don't. If he was some type of a bad guy, I guess I could kind of see it. But at the same time, I guess like the only angle that could be if like say Ryu was the person that murdered the Yami clan and Yami like took the fall for it for some reason. But I'm not for sure. I don't really know like I get it because he just because since he knows everything and he's so helpful, he seems sus. But it feels kind of obvious, so that's why I don't really think. So like that's why I don't really think he'll be the villain. I think it'd be too obvious. This Zero is its own pocket dimension that numbs people's minds and bodies until they become vegetables. Yeah, but we've never seen it do that though. So it's like we've never seen it do that, and we don't have any scaling to get it up there. So it's like I can't really say in confidence with like without seeing it do anything like that. All we don't even have author statements or other character statements. We only have that said character kind of gassing his own ability. So it's like, it doesn't really. I don't. It just feels like he's gassing himself. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like he's gassing himself. Do I think Lucius will pull a Lelouch ending? I'll be honest with you, I have not seen what's that? Code Geass. I've never seen it. Who is this funny bunny character y'all keep talking about? Who is this? Who is this? We saw it in the anime, and we have scaling of where Zero sits as a guild member of one of the Balm Alliance. Really, Rex? The anime? The anime. Okay. We're using the anime now. Why are they calling her Funny Bunny? Look at Nurse comment. Is that her name for real? Is that really her name? I thought her name was like something else. So I was like Prince, like so I thought it started with like a P. Joshua, what is good, bro? Yes, I'm here. Hopefully, not going nowhere anytime in the immediate future. I don't know what that is. Is that really her name? You guys are trolling me. I'm actually being trolled right now. That's not her name. If I type this in and it's actually her name, I'm gonna be super mad. That's really her name. That's legit her name. Okay. Okay. I like I really thought y'all was trolling me, but I really typed in that's actually her name. Why though? That's so weird. Like you have all these other names like Conrad, Edward Avalanche, and Jester Grandiose, and then you have Funny Bunny. It's like that's really the person's name. That's really that person's name. It's on the card and everything. That's crazy. The 11th Magic Emperor. Why is that their name? Why is that their name? Yeah, not gonna lie, I was taken aback. Like it just Because I didn't expect that to be your name for real. It says Zero being over Jalal and the Bum Alliance Guildmaster puts him high. He's pretty much the same as Crocodile. No. Zero's a bum, Rax. There's quite literally nothing you can tell me that's not making Zero bum. He's so different from Crocodile because Crocodile at least came back and did stuff. But Zero's just a bum. Okay, Street, we're not even going to start that. Given how the Sun Kingdom fighters can easily overwhelm Asta, does that mean they can tank and even defeat Lucifaro? So for me, as I was talking about it, I don't think so. What's good, basically, anime. But I don't think so because of how that fight went. Because the thing is, like, Asta couldn't negate Lucifaro's defense. He couldn't block. Kino, stop. Just stop. But like I was saying with Lucifaro, he couldn't block any Asta's attacks because he couldn't actually use his magic to defend himself. So he had no way to stop himself from getting sliced up by Asta. Whereas like when Asta's fighting against their using 7, it's like they're more relying on their physical abilities with a little bit of magic to overwhelm him. So it's like Asta's negation of magic doesn't really do a lot to them. So it's like what was I saying? So it's like it's more of a matchup thing. Now, I'm not saying like the old school matchups are everything. You take some random water mage and they can beat any fire mage, but like just in the way that they fight, it's very different. Like it's very different. So it's like if they have to fight against, like if they're using have to fight against Lucifaro, they're going to have a harder time fighting because he's going to be able to use his magic to defend himself and amp himself. Whereas he could not do that with Asta. Asta, essentially, whoever he fights is technically nerfed. Not trying to take, Asta's wins away from him, but it's like he has the weakness to everybody. Whereas the Ryuzan are going to have to actually overwhelm him to beat him, which I don't think is going to happen. He's not him being able to perform Jalal against stronger Dragon Force Natsu puts him well higher than your claims. You don't understand how the tiers in Fairy Tail work, and it's not hard to tell. I do understand how the tiers work. You don't understand. Zero just doesn't have good feats at all. Is she really the oldest Wizard King? Is she the oldest one on there? 11, 16, 20, 27. She actually is. Who is in charge of this name? And why are they trolling so hard? How did I not know this? Like, I seen her first name, the whole Princia part, and I just like I didn't look any farther than that. I guess I knew everybody's first name. I didn't know what their last names were. I refuse to call her that. Refuse. Absolutely refuse. Juan's the same guy that thinks Mary Jane can be great. Mary Jane would clap Gray. Absolutely clap. Who's Mary Jane? Like probably like top 5 strongest wizards in Fairy Tail. Maybe like top 6. W name, bro. It doesn't go together. The name does not go together. It feels like they just put that at the end of it for no reason. It feels like they just did it. I actually low key can't wait to hear them say it though in the movie. Like just to hear like what that's even gonna sound like. I actually can't wait for it because they're gonna have to say the full name of everybody at least once. I want to see the Jester, I want to see the Jester. Honestly, no lie, I really thought the Jester was gonna be related to Finral. Like I thought it was gonna be like some like far off like Rolkaus or Rolkleis, however you say Finral's last name. I thought it was gonna be like one of those people, but like a distant relative because we know Finral is like a noble. So like I just assumed it would be part of it. 7 swordsmen equal spirit guardians. Now I won't say that though. I won't say that. The Ryuzan are definitely over the spirit guardians. Minus Gaja. I think Gaja claps a lot of them. Not gonna lie to you. I think Gaja claps. I know that's a hot take. I still think Gaja claps. I don't think any of them are surviving like what Gaja can really throw out. Like that man can do some crazy stuff. Roku said to beat Funny Bunny is to make her laugh. See, I want to say this is Cap, but last time I said it was Cap, I was wrong. So like I don't even know. I don't even know if you're being serious or if it's really actually true. Cause like it could be true. Maybe that it actually is how to beat her. You already know she's gonna be cold. I mean, her design is cold, and like the fact she's a sword, I thought that was kind of weird too. The fact that like two of the Wizard Kings in the movie have swords seems kind of weird. Anytime Quan gives a fairy tale take, it sounds like Zoro kills Kaido. I'm not a big person for ZKK. I was never into that, but no. Anytime you give a fairy tale take, it sounds like, oh, Naruto solos DBZ. That's what it sounds like. You think Funny Bunny is a nickname? I thought it was. No, I thought that was a fan name that you guys were just calling her. That's what I thought. I thought it was some made up thing that the fans did, and that was it. Until I just looked it up. Like I went to the Wikipedia. Well, first I went to Twitter and I didn't believe it, and then I went to the Wikipedia and I was like, well, dang, now I kind of have to believe it. So I guess it's true. What Gaja ain't all that? You sleep. You sleep. You are asleep. You're asleep. Juan says this as if we didn't get another broken character like Vernus who both exist and doesn't exist simultaneously as concept. What does this have to do with anything, Rax? What does that have to do with anything I'm saying? What are your honest thoughts on the final arc as of yet? Is it worth the catch up? Honestly, right now, the final arc is pretty good in my opinion. The only thing that's hurting it is so I was taking a like even though he just got off of that hiatus, that like 3 month break or 3 month hiatus, whatever you're gonna call it, he's still taking a lot more breaks than usual. I feel like his page count has been better, but the way he takes his breaks kind of messes with the story's pacing, and I get it's kind of the end of the year, so things get a little weird at this point. But the pacing's kind of off right now. Again, I think where the story is going is great. I really do. Um, but that's kind of my thing. The pacing is a little off, and I'm kind of worried about like Asta's situation in terms of like how he fits in with Lucius's plan, and like does Lucius really want him dead? There's just more questions. There's a couple things that we still gotta let cook a little bit and see where Tabata goes with. But right now, I think it's pretty good. Right now, I think it's pretty good. How many enemies do I think there'll be in this arc, like in the Elf arc, where we had like 20 matchups or way lower? I think Tabata is going to set up a lot of matchups, but I don't think he's going to like fully deliver on all of them. Like, I don't think it's going to be like the Crystal Knight exam or the Elf arc. We got to see all those fights. I don't think Tabata is going to do that anymore. Like, I think that was an older thing he could do when he was younger, like before he had a kid and all that, where he could really like go wild and draw as much as he wanted. But I think Tabata's definitely like dialing it back, and he might be going more for impact. But so I think we're gonna have a lot of matches, but not actually see them. Do I think Tabata will introduce the Earth Spirit? No, I don't, because there'd almost be no reason to. Because the Earth Spirit at this point would have to know something that we don't know. Like he'd have to add some type of information to the story, and we haven't seen him yet in the. We haven't seen him yet in the Land of the Sun. So and he's not in the movie as we know so far. So it's like where we are in the story, it's like who would have him? You know, like he's not in the Heart Kingdom, not in the Clover, and it would be weird to introduce a really important Diamond Kingdom person like out of nowhere. If I told you about Vernies without showing you the panel, you'd claim I made it up. Mashman keeps up the wild broken levels while Arthur struggles with Lancelot's kicks and punches. That's kind of true. I would think you were lying, but that's because you say outlandish stuff all the time. So it's like, why would I believe you? No offense or crying, bro. Is Noelle even a character anymore? Like I didn't see her in the movie trailer. She's had a a total of like 4 panels in the post time skip. It's kind of crazy when you think that like Noelle and Mimosa have had like the same amount of panels in the post time skip. It's kind of weird. It's like really weird. You can back up every claim and I make with panel proof. Rax, I've been to the fairy tale Reddit, and your takes are more rare. Like when I look at stuff, okay. Meanwhile, you only have folders saved of Percival's outfits. Rax, I've told you Percival has no drip. I've said this. He has no drip at all. You take that back. Noelle's the best character. Noelle's cool. Not gonna lie, Noelle's dope, but she's missing. Is she even a character right now? Like Tabata does not do anything with her as of right now. He just like she's just there. I just feel a lot of the black I uh I just feel a lot of the Black Bulls have lost their value in the main story, so their characters just exist for a few panels. An example is Luck. I know Luck had a really interesting thing, like with his backstory was pretty dope, and then him just like getting gains, kind of even like in the post time skip, he was like getting power ups and stuff. But now it's like I don't know, it's like they get screen time or panel time, but it's like Tabata don't do a lot with them. And it's different because it's not like they had a lot of moments. It's not like Oda, where Oda has sidelined a lot of the Straw Hats for new characters. But it's like the Straw Hats had so many moments already, to where like it's not as bad to me. But like with Tabata, it's like everybody had like their one arc or their one moment, and then that was it. The opinions of any redditors are irrelevant to me. Rax, aren't you a TikToker though? Saying it's like Karen with a TikToker thing. Aren't you a TikToker? I thought. Tristan doesn't have drip either. Only Lancelot has drip. Hold on now, before you say only Lancelot, because what's the name? Donnie is kind of doing a little bit. He got like the little blacksmith apron. It's not bad. It's not that bad. Instagram models. Rax, what are you talking about? Rax on TikTok? I thought he was. I really did. Kino, I thought I saw him on TikTok. Celine's putting out world class feats in her base form versus Arthur, who couldn't even get Lancelot to go all out. Bro, you and your fake Celine Moon feat that you only have you and your like three backup dancers cooperate for. Donnie has no drip ever. You just saying that because he's missing a piece of hair. That's the only reason you're saying that. That was the only reason you're saying that for sure. Isn't TikTok closing in the US? I mean, I see that happening all the time. Like people talking about it, but it hasn't actually happened yet. I kind of like don't care either way. Like if they close it, I get it. It's not really productive for the general populace. But if they don't, I'll still use it. So it's like it's cool either way. Is Lucius playing that bad though, given immortal bodies? I mean, like when you say it like that, no, it isn't. But at the same time, it's like they'll technically be under his control, and people don't want to be under his control. So it's like it's not bad, but it is at the same time. She casually pulled the moon around her at the start of the Doggermag arc. What's Arthur done besides make some stairs? Rax, what's with this hate, bro? You don't use TikTok? I thought you used TikTok. Are you really not on there at all? I really thought you had used it. Quan is on True Social. I've never even heard of that before. I've never even heard of that. Elf Saga is still the best saga so far. I miss Charmy fight scenes. I miss exploring the Black Bulls. Bro, no lie, the Elf Saga is like peak. Like, part of me almost wish there was a way for Tabata to wrap it up right there, because I know a lot. I'm not trying to say that the Spade arc was trash, because it wasn't absolutely trash. I just feel like in the Spade arc there was a lot of missed opportunities compared to how thorough he was with the Elf arc. Like with the Elf arc, building it over the course of multiple smaller arcs, really setting up a lot of the like foreshadowing. The Elf arc was better. I don't care what anybody says. The Elf arc was better. Now I will say the Spade arc had better highs, but a lot of that is built off of like stuff we were like waiting for to happen. So it's like whatever. Kino, no lie, they really do be dragging Fairy Tail on TikTok. Max Faith on TikTok a lot. He be doing his thing though. He be having this podcast with all his guests on there and stuff. Look at TikTokers. Like how the royals look at peasants in Black Clover. What's wrong with TikTok? I didn't know you felt so strongly about not liking it. I thought you were like all about the content. Actually, I know why Rax doesn't like TikTok. Rax doesn't like TikTok because I showed him this video showing how Yamamoto claps Natsu and it made sense, and Rax was just not going for it. That is why he doesn't like TikTok. I just remembered it. It's because I found like a lot of credible evidence against some of his Natsu feats. TikTok for lame noodles. Bro, it's one of the things where like if you're on it, like if you're on it all the time, I can see where it's lame. But like some people have some good takes. I would say it's some terrible takes on there, but some people have some good takes on there. I don't like TikTok because it's pretty much like Vine. Because it's pretty much Vine. Tell me you're a millennial without telling me you're a millennial, Rex. Goodness gracious. This is such a millennial thing to say. I sincerely think Lucius is going after Asta because the anti-magic prevents Lucius from seeing Asta's future, which is why Lucius sees Yuno causing his defeat, but not Asta. That's true. And see, Joshua, this is the thing that really bothers me though about that. It's because like if he truly, truly, truly wanted Asta dead, why in the world did he not have a Dremelec kill him at the end of the Spade arc? Like that one little thing is like just such a like obviously Sirius can have misses. Sirius can have some misses and still push through and be good at the very end. But like if he truly wants Asta dead, him not having a Dremelec kill him makes no sense at all. That's like it's a huge flop. It would be hard for me to give the series a really good grade off of such a big grievous error like that. That's just my only thing. Not too Mars Yamamoto. Rax, I showed you the video with all of the facts. It's not gonna happen. TikTok is Vine. Asta has been training for too long. I don't know. I think like we haven't seen enough layers of Asta's training. Cause like that's my thing. Cause all right, take like with Naruto. I hate using Naruto as an example, but take like Naruto. Anytime we've seen Naruto learn something new, we got to actively see him go through the process of learning it, and we kind of were along the ride for it. Whereas with Asta, whenever Asta kind of learns something new, he kind of picks up the concept of it immediately. Like he already more or less immediately knows how to do it, and then he just kind of further explores it through like a shot here, a shot there, and then bam, we're at the end of it. This happened with Devil Union. He kind of with Devil Union, I would say it's not like he had an innate idea how to do it. I'll give you that one. He didn't have an innate way on how to do it. But basically, we didn't really get to see him fully really channel and learn the process of it. But with like Black Form, he kind of just knew how to do it. With Key, he just kind of knew how to do it. So like, we don't really get to actively see him work through the process, which is something that Naruto actually did well with at least Naruto learning how to do moves. His training is boring. Facts. I will give you that one. Facts. It's just clips of him getting beat up randomly here and there, and it's not even like the focus of like the chapter. Like if he got a chapter like when he sparred against Ichika, that I think that was a good training chapter. But that past one when he just fought against the fat dude, the masked dude, and that lightning chick, terrible training chapter. Rax, I'm not even going to pay any attention to this wall plasma feat that fans are scaling to temperature. Nah. Mm-mm. Maybe he needs Asta to seal something or negate something. Maybe that'd be the only acceptable thing to me. It's possible that it would have been difficult killing Asta and leaving the heart of Lucifero given all the people that were present with Asta, the captains, and all the Black Wolves. But that's the thing though, all of them were like nobody there was in good standing. All the captains were clapped. Like every single one of them was legit clapped. They were done. Like the Black Bulls, maybe, but like the Black Bulls were still relatively weak at that point because Drumlick is like a second gate devil, so it's like he should have been way stronger. You saying Naruto better than Black Clover? No, I mean, it depends on how Black Clover ends. If Black Clover ends a good way, like if they really like end it in a good way, then Black Clover overall could be better than Naruto. But I'm not gonna lie to you. Don't take this wrong way. I like Black Clover more. But as of where it's going right now, I might say that Naruto is trending to be better. Maybe. It depends on where Black Clover goes. My question is, what is going on with Tabata? I kind of hope Asa is out aside in this battle. What? What? My question is, what is going on with Tabata? I kind of hope Asta is out aside with Tabata. So wait, do you hope he's in the battle or not in the battle? I guess that's kind of what I'm curious about. Will we get to see Lucifugus? I would imagine we would. We probably would. Black Clover is giving me ADHD. The funniest thing with that though is like it's like Tabata's doing a bunch of different stuff, but we're not even seeing a lot of things though. It's like we're seeing a lot of aspects of this land of the sun thing, but it's like I want to see what's going on in the Clover Kingdom. You know, like I'm just kind of curious what's going on. Quite ignoring Celine feats. I'm not ignoring Celine's feats. What are you talking about? I'm not ignoring the feats. I'm just saying. I just think you're overhyping her feats. Black Clover corrects a lot of the problems with Naruto, like the female protagonist being useless or the protagonist not coming from a super important bloodline and reincarnations. I will say that's the stuff that does drag Naruto down to like the absolute gutters. That and the fact that nobody's really important outside of Naruto and Sasuke and Kakashi. Those are the only three characters that are actually like really important. I mean, you could argue like Shikamaru to an extent, but like a lot of the characters that used to be important just like faded into super non-existence. Whereas Black Clover, at least with getting older characters power ups like Magna, like Luck, like Charmy and Nero, like all these characters getting power ups to remain relevant is a big deal. Whereas like in game in Naruto, the only people that are relevant is just Naruto and Sasuke, and that's pretty much it. Asu's dad probably a dwarf. I wouldn't be surprised. No, please don't cancel me. How am I inflating Celine casually enlarging a moon dramatically while also messing with a large planet in a completely separate dimension just from her passive flex? Rax, I'm not even because you know how because I've seen people on the Fairy Tale Reddit talk about how they don't agree with this with the scaling of enlarging the moon. Basically, what I'm saying is I've seen more people disagree with how you scale this than agree with you. Clover Kingdom going to have to resurrect Conrad and the other Wizard Kings so they can equally fight against the Lucius troops. You know, that would be kind of interesting though if after the movie came out, if Tabata did find a way to incorporate like past Wizard Kings into the story. I think that would be kind of hype. Who do you think are going to be matched up against the Wizard Kings in the movie? That's kind of ooh. I think Yami's going to get a solo fight. Not gonna lie. Like I think like maybe like Yami and the Black Bulls might get ooh. Let me see. I definitely think Yami is getting a fight. Like for sure, for sure. Yami is getting a fight. Either Yami's getting a solo fight, or he's gonna like loosen up Conrad for Asta and Yuno. Because Asta and Yuno are gonna fight against Conrad together, and then Asta is gonna do the final blow. Yami and the Black Bulls might fight against this funny bunny person that you guys keep talking about. I think maybe like Fuegoleon, Marileona, and Nozel might fight against this Edward Avalanche dude. And for the Jester guy, I think this might be the whole silly gag fight thing. So that's kind of what I think. Ichigo's the strongest member of the big three. You ain't never lied there. You know, Star Magic. How is Star Magic lame? That's a hot take. How is it lame? What about it is lame? Did I miss something? How, how is Star Magic lame? It's kind of hype. With Black Clover, today Asta's been given no magic. His parents were not royalty or overpowered in any way. Heck, even Levy on his own is weak. I love that consistency. It wasn't so natural. I know, even though like I hate it when like hardcore Naruto fans try to take away from this, where they're like, "Oh, they never said it was always about him being an underdog," or "Oh, Naruto is always extremely talented." And it's like I get what they're saying with Naruto's portrayal. Like, okay, sure, they said he was weak, but he was actually portrayed to be a genius. But the story itself was really pushing this theme of him being an underdog, just for him to at no point have really been an underdog all like that. But Black Clover is pretty consistent. Now, I will say that Asta is like a high key prodigy, but I mean that's just like a main character thing. Redditors claiming it's an illusion when it's confirmed in large on panel and never got insinuated as an illusion, but go off. It never got insinuated as actually making the moon larger. Like we didn't see any gravity changes, any water getting swished around. We didn't see any feats or any cataclysmics to insinuate whatever you're saying is true either though. Naruto is the strongest member of the big three. Nah. Ichigo put in Naruto in a body bag. Star magic isn't lame. Yuno's magic is lame. Mm, I don't know about that one. I don't know. Yeah, no. I think Yuno's is interesting. He has a cool iteration of it. It's not like super basic. Like I think it's a. I'm not saying it's like the most creative thing ever. Oh my gosh, Tamada broke the mold, but I think it definitely is like more creative than I have a star blaster and I can like do random star stuff. Like I think it's cool. Edward might be the weakest since he's old, and the Black Clover world magic power declines with age. This is true. I think he could be the weakest, but I also think he might have like some weird tricks. He looks like the most like old school royalty one, which is why I think that maybe like Fuego, Nozel, and Mereoleona are gonna fight her because he looks like the most regal outside of Conrad. But he's gonna be the main villain. But outside of Conrad, he looks like the most like regal out of them. So that's why I think those guys are gonna fight him. Have like some royal fight. Seki's the strong. Okay, I don't even know why I even read a comment with Seki's name in it. Star Magic is vague. I mean, that's true. Naruto stops Ichigo. In what? How? How? That Baron mode is not enough. That is not enough at all. Yes, it was. It was confirmed in large by the people there, both Lucy and Mimi, someone who directly worked with Selene. Bro, we're not about to talk about Mimi's intelligence. Oh my gosh. Mimi's the character who drinks water. Her best feat is drinking water, Rax. I'm not doing this with you. Her best feat is literally drinking water. Best feat is drinking water, trying to tell me about how analytical she is. How analytical is it to drink water, Rax? Exactly. Still don't understand why Seki was sent to the Spade Kingdom. He was sent. Seki was sent there to the Spade Kingdom just so Tabata could put him on the cover and ruin that whole Ostavine. That's why he was sent there. Ichigo smoking the Naruto pack. Yes, sir. Itachi beats Ichigo. See now, the thing with any fight that Itachi's in with someone that is clearly significantly stronger than him is it depends on what you want to give, like what you want to give Tsukiyomi. Like if you say Tsukiyomi affects anybody regardless, no matter what, then sure. But I don't think he does though. Quan ignoring any character or statement that goes against what he says, pointless to keep arguing if you're just going to ignore everyone I provide, but you do you. Because Rex, it doesn't make any sense. That's the thing. It literally doesn't make sense. Because all we see is the moon get larger, and we don't get to see anywhere else. But I just have to take their word for it. See, it's one of those things that's like, why should I take their word for it when I say in Seven Deadly Sins, Meliodas was destroying the world? And that's stated by the Demon King, by Meliodas, by villagers, by other people. You don't take that at face value. So why should I take this at face value? Why? Why should I if you don't take that at face value? What sense does that make? Teenage Warrior Naruto stomps that. Well, so not even the strongest form of Naruto, just like the second or third strongest form of Naruto beats Thousand Year Blower Ichigo. You're crazy. What's a good Jared punch? So you be much more active on Twitter. Yes, we do. We see the oceans of Earthland go crazy. So do we see the water in that area or the waters of Earthland in general? I'd have to see it again. I think it was a huge missed opportunity not sending for Jill, who has Snow Magic to Spade Kingdom instead of sending the Snowman guy. Pretty much took what should have been her role and time to shine. Yeah, story wise, it was a missed opportunity, but like as far as like out of series promotion using the guy from that band, I get it, but still, I do agree with you though. Meliodas versus Austin Meliodas wins. I do agree with that. Off topic, given how a mini Percival exploded, Galen Gawain may be the weakest of all four knights at the moment. I could see that. I think the thing that really puts her case above Percival is at least she has a much better idea of how her ability works. Why nitpicking me saying a specific thing in Seven Deadly Sins versus him saying it about any feat in Fairy Tail that's brought up? I've not once seen you agree with any feats in Fairy Tail at any point. That is untrue. That is legit untrue. That is untrue. There are feats that I agree with. It's just when you start to get crazy, that's when I don't agree with you. Because you'll say something wild like, oh, Gajeel could slice the earth in half if he wanted to. And I'm like, okay, well, hold on now. Who do I think can beat Ichigo? In Shonen? In Shonen, maybe like Shinra, because he's broken. Like the top tiers in DBZ. Trying to think, because Ichigo's that guy for real. To me, Ichigo's really strong. Probably some other rando characters I don't know of. Like Saitama, in my opinion, could probably body Ichigo. Like even though he's a gag character and I hate using him in things, but if I like try to scale him like seriously in my head, not a power scaler, but if I try to scale him like seriously in my head, he could probably beat him. We're using over the Spirit Guardians, big facts. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't say I wouldn't say Gallon beats Agnologia. Like Agnologia stomps Gallon, stomps. Am I the only one who got confused every time I saw the Valhalla spell from reading the manga? I couldn't tell what exactly was going on each panel. I don't see. It's weird because it's kind of like he just draws this building, and then people are like invincible for some reason. Because reasons. When was the last time feats came up in Fairy Tail that you didn't immediately ignore? And when did I say you got Joe cuts the planet? It sounds like fake news. Actually, Rex, when we were just in RT stream doing that tournament bracket, I was giving all these feats to Urza. There are so many feats we were agreeing on with Urza versus Alibaba. So I actually don't even want to hear that when we were just agreeing not even a week ago. This was not even a week ago. We were on the same team. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking? We were just agreeing on feats together. Bond just pulls out Ichigo's heart and the fight would be over. See, that's kind of weird. Like, I don't know how Snatch would work on a Soul Reaper. I mean, it depends on how you want the fight to go. It really does. It just depends on how you want the fight to go. I think that is a legitimate argument, though. You could make the argument that Ichigo just blitzes, though. Because I do think Ichigo should be significantly faster than Bond. Quan only defends Fairy Tail if I'm not there because he's just going to go against me to be a contrarian. What do I get out of doing that, though? Like, what do I gain from that? What do I gain from that? Like, tell me, why would I do that? It makes me sound like I'm crazy. Do I think Sinbad could be Ichigo? Oh yeah, there now the Magi characters like Sinbad and David and Aladdin, they would destroy Ichigo. They put him on a T-shirt immediately. Fruit of the Looms, a 3-pack of T-shirts. He would be on there. He would 100% be on there. Quan and I actually went to college together. He's known for this as the Quancredible. Oh my gosh. So stupid. Why have I not heard that one? I've never heard somebody say that before. Oh man. Hisoka versus Ichigo. What are we even talking about? You can take Prime Composite Hisoka versus like Episode 1 Ichigo. He probably loses. Hunter x Hunter characters aren't that strong. Sinbad Solo's Part 1. Part 1 of what? Part 1 Naruto? Hisoka wouldn't fight Ichigo? See, you say that until Hisoka found out how old he was. Escanor might lose to Mary Jane for real? See, that's a tough one. I don't know. Because Escanor is crazy, but Mary Jane's kind of OD at the same time. So I don't know. That's a tough one. Have I watched the Thousand Year Blood? Have I watched the Thousand Year Blood War arc? If so, what's my favorite episode? Dude, that episode with freaking Kimpachi versus Unahana. I actually wanted to see that one, like that fight, get animated. Cause in the manga, it really, in my opinion, in the manga, it wasn't done that well. So I was really waiting for it to happen in the anime, and I think they did a really good job with the scenes that we did get to see of it. Like her activating her Bankai, it was hype. So that at the moment, that's probably my favorite. That's probably my favorite. There's definitely gonna be more once there's other moments I really, really wanted to see, but right now, that's the one. Yeah, part one Naruto. Oh yeah, Sinbad Super Solos part one Naruto. Oh gosh, he solos part one Naruto with just with literally any gen equip. He only needs one, and he solos. Wow, he might not even need to go full equip. Scullion versus Escanor. It just depends on if you think Scullion can turn Escanor into dust. If you think Escanor can turn Scullion, or you think Scullion can turn Escanor into dust, then I don't think he wins. The issue is Ichigo will have no idea. Ban will pull his heart out. He can't see the future. He doesn't know such an attack will be coming. Mm. He dodged Bumblebee in season one. I don't know what you mean by this. What is Bumblebee? He dodged Bumblebee in season one. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Mina Kazuki, Mina Minazuki is one of my favorite Bankais now. Only lasts for one episode. Yeah, I was happy that the fight wasn't super drawn out. I mean, I do miss that kind of old aspect of like Bleach when it was like its ongoing show when we had these super long ongoing episodes and drawn out. But yeah, that the fight was hype though, cause like yeah, like Kenpachi like half. It was like he was like half a skull still fighting. That was super hype. Scullion can turn fire into ash, but can he turn a Grace and Sunshine into ash? Is the question. Have I played Xenoblade Chronicles 3? Now, the answer to this may surprise you, but I actually have not played it yet. I wanted to play it, but I ended up I didn't want to pay full $60 for a game at the moment, and I ended up playing Trails of Cold Steel 1 when I would have been playing Xenoblade. All right, man, I will catch you later. Appreciate you for stopping by. But yeah, I actually was gonna play it, but I didn't. I ended up playing Trails of Cold Steel. I enjoyed it a lot. Was in a mini game hole where I didn't really know what I wanted to play, and now I'm playing Fire Emblem again. So there's that. I'm playing Path of Radiance, the one on the GameCube. So I'm having fun with that. I am gonna play Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Um, I don't know when though, because after I finish this, it might be closer to January, because I know the new Fire Emblem comes out, and I'm really pumped up for that in the beginning. It's sometime in January, so shall wait and see. Co Spirit, what is going on, bro? What's up? I think. Ooh, did I see you on Twitter the other day? I can't remember. I hate how they did Chad. He should have had more power development. I agree. I agree. Chad should have 100% had more. Like out of Ichigo's group, Chad got absolutely like, man, he got embarrassed. I'm going to get Three Houses for Christmas, bro. Three Houses is really fun. Like it's weird because Three Houses is like a really good Fire Emblem game, despite not really being anything like any other Fire Emblem game at all. So it's just kind of weird. Oh, you're talking about that attack that he dodged. I mean, see, it just really just depends on if you think like, because like I have no reason to suspect that his snatch wouldn't work on Ichigo's heart. It just seems odd that like that's how that fight would really go. I don't know. I feel like if you make that argument, you could also make the argument that Ichigo just blitzes and cuts him in half. I know you're saying Ban is fast, but I still believe that Ichigo would be faster than any attack, like in any like of King's attacks we've seen in Seven Deadly Sins. That's just me though. But I could definitely see how that would work. Co-Spirit, how many they gonna have into my vids in a minute? Yeah, I was on the extended break. I guess would be the best way to put it. I don't know. Every time I like the end of the year, I always just take like this weird break for like no reason. Bring got no version of Bankai. Really unfortunate. I know they gave like the Quincy's Volstagg and they gave like Espada's the Resurrection, but didn't give the Fullbringers anything. On like Tabata for real. It's so funny. I was literally just saying that like 3 days ago. I was really saying Tabata is just like me for real. I like Kino, no lie. I said that. I said that bar for bar. I said that bar for bar. I promise you. I promise you. I said that bar for bar. It kind of sucks though, because the only Fullbring person that was broken was what's his name? Tsukishima? The book guy, right? I think his name was Tsukishima. Quan trying to say Quincy words. What is it? It's called Volstagg. It is. It literally is. Volstagg, right? Volstagg? Volstagg? Something like that. I'm not German. It's hard to say. Hopefully, Four Knights of Apocalypse has good animation. See, the funniest thing is, I'm not even hoping for good animation. I'm hoping for average animation at the bare minimum. At the bare minimum. Name a solid calculable speed feat for Ichigo. See, one smart. That's where you don't got me because I'm not a power scaler. So I don't see for me when I scale, despite not being a power scaler, I use like rough feats. I don't get into the numbers and the jargon because I think that's when you get caught up. Volstagg. That's what I said. Volstagg. Oh wait, Volstandig. Volstandig. I don't know. Whatever. That's basically what I said. You know what I meant. It's German. It's hard to say. Jeez, like I don't speak German. I don't know any German words at all. The book guy, fake Bleach fan, Tsukishima. Right? Thank you. I said that. I said Tsukishima. That's basic. That is what I said. Volstagg, close enough. Tsukishima, I definitely said that. I gotta still finish chopping up clips from the latest stream, but when you came in and said you don't care at me dying, bro, you gotta come in with yours. It's so funny. That's like the best intro. I still haven't found a better anime game than Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm game. No lie, bro. Storm 1. Like, don't get me wrong, the later Storms are hype with how much better they get, like, graphically and stuff and add more characters. But Storm 1 was so good. Like, being able to run through the Leaf Village and, like, jump all over the place and stuff. It was perfect. The only way they could have made it better is by having Zabuza and freaking Haku in there. That was the only way. I don't know why they weren't in the game. Like Zabuza, Haku, and the Sound Ninja 4, I don't know why they weren't in there. But outside of that was like the best Naruto game. Quan is the death battle tier debate. Fuck. No, I would. First off, I'm not even a debater. I'm a casual at this point, right? I'm just a casual anime conversationalist. Yeah, that's right. I'm a versus battle conversationalist. That's where I'm at. What do I think Asta Zenton is gonna be like? I think he's probably gonna get the one that's like one big strike and not the one that's like a bunch of smaller strikes. Or he might even get some type of like pseudo transformation off of it by combining it with Double Union. Because when I think about it, his Double Union isn't complete. So maybe somehow mixing that and Zenton will kind of like complete it. If I had a choice to pick a race in the Bleach world, what would it be? Mm, definitely not humans. Not humans at all. Mm, I don't think I'd want to be a hollow. Probably Soul Reaper or Quincy. One of those two. Soul Reaper or Quincy. I'm leaning towards Soul Reaper, but I would not be mad at Quincy. I know Rax be writing notes when he reads manga. Bro just got this in-depth knowledge of the series, and I respect it. Bro, I swear Rax be knowing the randomest names, bro. Like, obviously he knows Fairy Tail like the back of his hand. I can't take that from him. I remember I was asking him to name moments of Fairy Tail, and I was just shouting out random moments, and he was getting them like chapter and page, bro. He was getting them. But like the fact that he knows like these random Bleach names is so weird to me. I do not know why he knows them. It's so weird. I don't see Asa throwing hands. Kino, you know Asa cannot fight. Asa cannot fight. If you put all of the MCs like and put them at equal strength and just had them box, Asa would be like legit at the bottom. Rex, I'm hoping I don't see Sanji simping for Sarah from Hancock. Yeah, I don't even want to talk about Sarah from Hancock, bro. It's like I don't even know why Oda even let that ability be the same, bro. I don't know why he even let that be the same. How exactly was Tristan enter Camelot? Oh, so I don't know if you caught this, but it's kind of interesting. So is Tristan, despite him being demon and goddess, they're actually taking it as Elizabeth is a human, kind of with goddess powers reincarnated into her. So Tristan, for all intents and purposes, is actually part human. So as long as you're part human, you can get into a Camelot. Quan is gonna pretend he knows about Fairy Tail without knowing who Mickey Chicken Tiger is. Rax, you're trolling. You're trolling me. That's not a person. That's literally not a person. I'm not even gonna type that in. You're just trying to get me to type it in so I can feel stupid. But that's legit not a person. So like the Seraphims are basically like these advanced pacifistas. It looks like now we don't know like 100% what they are. At least I don't think we do. But they're these like robots that look like the Shibukai or the warlords, but they look like them when they were kids. So they look like mad younger. And like but they're but they are like a pacifista type bot, but they also have the like some weird Lunarian factor in there where they have like black wings similar to King. So it's like they're like these weird like childlike black angel robot soldiers. Sounds kind of hype when I say it that way though, to be honest with you. Legit sounds kind of hype when I say it that way. Check my DMs. Rax, I swear, bro, if this is something silly. Mickey Chicken Tiger. What is this really a character? This is really a character. Mickey Chicken Tiger. Who? First fairy. She was actually part of Fairy Tail. Why is this a character? What is this name? I don't remember this person ever doing anything. How do you remember these people? These random people. Sanji hasn't done anything yet. So like he hasn't done anything yet. I'm not gonna say Sanji's gonna do it until he does it. Asta has hands. One smart where? Where are these hands at? So Tristan is human, goddess, and demon hybrid, sounding like Ichigo. Facts. Big facts. Tristan really does. See, and this is why I like Tabata's choice to not make Tristan the MC. Because if he was the MC, he'd be too strong. He'd be too strong. But that is why Nakaba said he didn't want Tristan or Lancelot to be the MC because they're just too strong. Which is fair. Like any of those random Chaos Knights that Percival fought against Tristan, like low diffs them. Easy. Easy. First Funny Bunny, now Mickey Chicken. I know y'all just coming up with the silliest names now. Like it's some silly names now. What is the order he made? Lionel says she's the full bringer, but her powers feel so unlike any other full bring. If Kubo intended for her to be one, I feel like he would have mentioned it in the full bring arc. Hmm. I know she is technically supposed to be a Fullbring, but I do agree with you. She feels like way OD in comparison to them. I think it's one of those things where where Kubo made the Fullbring arc and it's like, oh, Orihime is technically a human with a special power, so I guess she's a Fullbring, despite her being like how you said like way crazier than the rest of them. Vodka Killer, that's actually a cool name. That one's actually a cool name, but it does sound silly nonetheless. Sora versus Shulk. It depends on which Sora. Like, because if you say like Kingdom Hearts 1 Sora, I could maybe give that one to Shulk. I could maybe say Shulk could probably beat that version of Sora. But like, when you say Kingdom Hearts 2 and beyond, okay, so wait, no. Kingdom Hearts Sora and like Chain of Memories or Rechain of Memories, whichever one you played, that those two Soras I can give you. Shulk will definitely beat them. Maybe. He'll definitely maybe, if that makes sense. Kingdom Hearts 2 or 3 or Dream Drop Distance, 3D, whatever, Sora's clapping. KH3 Sora versus FC Shulk. I'm gonna get Kingdom Hearts 3 Sora. Kingdom Hearts 3 Sora is like actually OD. Like with the power of waking? No. With the power of waking, no. He's crazy. He's actually crazy. He is crazy. So what? I'm with you in the beginning where you say when you say Odin is a full bring user. You say all full bringers have a fraction of the Soul King's fingernails in their soul. You're just trolling. You're just actually trolling. You're just 100% trolling. Play Pokemon Scarlet and Violet? Yeah, I did. I played it. I enjoyed it. I finished it though. Like I played like through the whole story. I caught all the Pokemon, so my Pokedex is like 100% complete. The game was good. I will say the bugs are kind of annoying though. Like because I don't know about you guys, but when I would do raids in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, like my game would lag super hard. And it's like I get it, the Switch isn't the most online capable thing, but like my Wi-Fi is fine. I literally don't lag for anything else. Like I can play all types of games online and have zero problems. Like I play MOBAs, play Smite online all the time, never have any problems. But if I play Street Fighter or Dragon Ball Fighters, never have any problems. But for some reason, Pokemon, I just lag like crazy. Lag like crazy. Maybe Orihime's Fullbringer is so powerful because she has a much bigger piece of the Soul King. Most Fullbringers just have a small fragment. She might have a whole leg. That would be kind of interesting. Opinions on Corridon and Miradon. I think they're alright legendaries. I don't like the fact that they're just based off of Cyclizar because it's not like Cyclizar is a really important Pokemon in the story already. Now, let's say like if Cyclizar had like an evolved form that had like a pseudo legendary type status, and these guys were legendaries based off of that, I kind of feel better about it. But since it's just based off of Cyclizar, it feels kind of weird. But outside of that, I think they're cool. Like I liked the character of it in the story. Like I had Corridon because I got Scarlet, and I like them as a character. And then him being dragon fighting is cool because I don't even think we have a dragon fighting Pokemon. Well, outside of Como, the one dragon scale Pokemon in Sun and Moon. But I think Corridon's way cooler than Kohomo, in my opinion. Bond versus Sasuke. See, now this one I actually think it depends on how much you want to give Sasuke in terms of Genjutsu. Because I don't think any Genjutsu would kill Ban, to be honest with you. And I also don't think that Sasuke has a way to actively kill Ban because it depends. Like, if you want to, like, wank Amaterasu to the craziness extent of it, you could still, at the end of the day, say that Purgatory had hotter flames than Amaterasu. So it's like I don't think Sasuke has a definitive way to kill Ban because lightning is not gonna really do anything to him. His swords aren't gonna do anything to him. Like I don't think Sasuke has a way to actively kill Ban at all, unless you're in this camp of people that say Amaterasu is like way hotter than anything Purgatory has to offer. Then that'd be his only win condition. Why people like Orihime and Tsukushima can do broken things to time and events The Soul King powered people are all crazy top tier hack. I mean that is very true. If Nakaba is going to be following the legends, Tristan, Lancelot, and Gawain are all going to die. That might be another reason why he didn't make Tristan the MC because he's going to kill them off. Doubt. Massive doubt. I don't think so. Mm-mm. He's not going to kill him. Because I want to say in the actual legends, Tristan's, well, I was going to say Tristan's parents died, but I mean, he could totally still do that though. So maybe he might. He might. I don't think he is though. I don't think he has the grapes to kill off his main cast. Nimona and Corridon not taking no for an answer. See, I don't know why people hate her so much. I thought she was a like granted she's your rival and she pops up, but I thought she was cool. I didn't have a problem with her. I really didn't. I thought she was alright. I had zero issues with Nimona at all. Show purgatory flame feats of temperature or hacks, please. I mean, the only thing that we have for Amaterasu, before I say anything about Purgatory, is that it's hotter than the sun. But Purgatory is supposed to be much hotter than anything in on Earth also. So it's not like I'm saying like Purgatory flames are the hottest thing in the world. But Amaterasu would be more akin to like the demon hellblaze or like demon flames or demonic flames, whatever you want to call them. Whereas Purgatory fire would be, or flames of Purgatory would be a tier above that. Jeez, Rex, did you even read Seven Deadly Sins? Tristan and Isolde both die in the legends. Their whole story is about the tragic love story between them and how they meet their end. Which is true, but at the same time, I do know Arthurian lore has lots of different legends because like there's a lot of different iterations of it. So I guess it really just kind of depends on what they want to go with. Purgatory Fire has generic magic fire info and nothing hacks wise that's worth noting aside from being from healing reduction, but that's it. See, you're thinking of the Hellfire or demonic fire or demon fire, whatever you want to call it. Purgatory Fire is the grade above that. That's what you get when the only information you get is from the Wikipedia. It was the whole yandere joke. Nimona practically begs you to be her rival. She really does though, but I don't know why people hate that. Like people will hate on her, but they'll love Goku. It's like, what? How? Why? The sun isn't on Earth, Quan. I'm not saying the sun is on Earth. You know what I'm trying to say. But no, I don't hate Nimona. I loved all the Scarlet Violet characters. Arvin, most especially. This coming from a former dog owner. So I gotta ask you this, Jared Punch, and anybody else in the chat that played Sword and Shield. Who was your favorite gym leader? And do not say Larry. I do not want to hear Larry. Larry is all right, but the love for Larry is crazy, man. I don't know why he's so popular. Who is you guys' favorite gym leader? Rax, I need you to answer this too, so I can judge people. Because I know once I say mine, you guys are gonna judge me. I already know. I have a weird hatred for overcomplicated power systems where a character has to explain multiple conditions for their powers to work, which is why I hate Nin. Something simple like bending is cool. Yeah, I agree. I think there's definitely a thing of like way too complicated, and this would definitely be it. It's just over other fires, so that plus any other feats pretty much the cross fire situation without any additional to prove anything. Actually, what are you talking about? I don't know. Is your favorite gym leader? Jared, me and you are in the same boat. That was also my favorite gym leader. She was actually pretty cool. It was like a streamer type deal. Now, I will say, if we're going on like the social media influencer, back in Sword and Shield, Raihan was like my favorite gym leader I've had like in a long time. He's probably like all time favorite gym leaders because he was cool. But Iono is definitely up there. She was my favorite gym leader in Scarlet and Violet. I don't think they're the same thing, Rex. What are you talking about? To put into perspective how hot the sun is, if even a point the size of a pinhead were as hot as the sun to appear on Earth, it would destroy an area the size of New York City. Which I feel you, but at the same time, when you take series like Naruto, where they say Amaterasu is 7 times hotter than the sun, and for all intents and purposes, Naruto is on a regular Earth, if anything, and albeit smaller Earth than a regular Earth. It's one of the things where like you can't logically have something 7 times hotter than the sun on that planet. So it's like it kind of makes it wonky with statements like that in those kind of shows. Rax, you haven't put who your favorite gym leader is in Sword and Shield. I need to see that. Unless you didn't even finish the game at all. Rating for Quan to think the Earth is round but only like a coin. Rax, everybody knows the Earth is a cube. That's the superior shape. No, it's a pyramid. That's the superior shape. A main character can survive the sun and draw power from it at his strongest. So does he have like a solar absorption type ability, like kind of comparable to Superman, or are you going like a different direction with it entirely? Opinions on Penny? Mm, my opinions on Penny. Penny is cool. I don't. Oh my gosh, Rax! No, it should not be Larry. Not Larry. Anybody but Larry. I'm not accepting Larry as an answer. You have to pick somebody else. It can't be Larry. But my opinion on Penny is she's a cool character. I think she's like relatable. There's like that scene where she says like she doesn't want to do something because she has to binge a bunch of anime, and I was like, bro, I really feel that though. I really feel it. But I think she's cool. I wish they would have like made more connections between her and Team. Well, hold on. I don't want to spoil it for anybody that hasn't actually finished it. But I wish they would have made more connections with her and like the actual story that she's a part of. Like I wish she was more actively involved in it. Similar to Arvin and like Nimona, because they're like actively in that story a lot, where she kind of just like pops up, but doesn't really have a huge moment. I will say though that the Team Star story is actually like in terms of like the past few games, like they're way more interesting than say like Team Yell or freaking Team Skull or even Team Flare. I think they're probably one of the more interesting teams, unironically, which is funny. So your favorite character is Mira because of the boots? Dude, Rex, those boots are so silly. Those boots are actually just really goofy. You would just, I don't know. I don't know how you do it. You always end up saying the absolute silliest thing. Because she like flops her feet and they look all stupid. I'm not gonna lie, I thought you were gonna pick that one, like, I think his name's like Kovu or something. The guy who's like, whose eyebrows is his hair and his hair is his eyebrows. You know, one character I didn't like in Sword and Shield was freaking, what's his name? Was Atticus. And like, I know the whole ninja thing is typically cool, but for some reason it felt lame to me with him. I don't know why. I guess like Koga and Jasmine and that one chick from yeah, Koga, cause Koga was cool. He was like the like OG ninja, and Jasmine being like Koga's daughter and all of that, like her following her father's footsteps to be a junior. I thought that was cool, but he's just like, eh. Penny was annoying. Her team was trash. Come on, Rax, don't do that. Don't do that. I guess it would be possible for something in the anime to be hotter than the sun if hotter than the sun is the least. Wait, what? I guess it would be possible for something in the anime to be hotter than the sun if it is hotter than the least hot part of the sun. Nah. No. Atticus was a Reusing 7 reject. Low key, he had the outfit of a Reusing 7 reject. Out of the Reusing 7, he was the lamest one to me. The coolest one out of the Team Star people was the Dark Dude. The Dark Dude was actually kind of, he was kind of lit. Because I forget, he had said one line in his dialogue that stuck with me. He like said something, but either way, it's a vibe. And I was like, bro, that's like he was like oddly r- relatable. I feel like the Dark is probably my absolute favorite out of the Team Star people. the least hottest part of the sun is only 10,000 degrees. I guess there's magma on Earth hotter than that. I mean, but the thing with Naruto and Amaterasu is there's no way to know exactly what part of the sun they were talking about. That's the only thing. Kind of sucks with that. Area is my favorite member of Team Star. She has an Annihilate, but enough said. Annihilate is a really cool Pokemon. Like Primeape is one of those Pokemon that used to be like one of my favorites back when there wasn't a lot of Pokemon, but like he just kind of fell off, and then they gave more to him in the end. I'm like, yes, they gave him Annihilate, but third evolution. That's so hype. I had an Annihilate on my team, so and I really had to just for the Primate vibes. And that and Raytress is broken. It's absolutely broken. Penny acting like she did something irredeemable for hacking you, like $80 to take down a low level terrorist group was goofy. She's doing people to see how unoriginal her team was. It's an See, I'm trying not to spoil the team, but Rex, everybody knows a person that makes that exact team. I legit had a friend that ran that exact team, and no one could tell him anything about it. I'm not Rex. It's kind of funny. You might think I'm dumb for this, but the director Clawville guy, I actually believed him in the end when he was like, "No, it's me." I actually legit believed him. I thought I got trolled, and like I was like wrong the whole time. Did you hear that they're finally retiring Ash as the MC of Pokemon? I did. I haven't seen the last episode where Ash kind of like patched up all of his loose ends. Like he got to see Butterfree again and went to visit a bunch of his old Pokemon. No cap, it was kind of sad. Cause I've been watching Pokemon like forever. Like I haven't actively watched it like the past like few gens, but like Gen 1 through 5, I watched it. Like all of that. Even the extra stuff like Master Quest back in Johto and the Orange Islands back in Gen 1 with the Indigo Plateau and stuff and the Battle Frontier in Gen 3 and the freaking wait no. Battle Frontier was Gen is that Gen 3? Yeah, no, that yeah, Battle Frontier was Gen 3. I don't think Gen 4 had an extra step to it. I think that's when they stopped doing that. But no, I've been watching it forever, so it was kind of like it just felt good. Naruto databooks always say that Tamari can blow the world away. She's a planet buster now. I'm saying you gotta take these statements with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? With a grain of salt. Yes, and almost every person who runs the team is the most NPC person you'll meet in real life. Oh man. I just didn't go and find out what was in the GS ball, so still unforgivable to me. Rax, you're still on that. You said Pokemon's not gonna be the same without Ash. I know it's kind of weird. I kind of think that this new character, like one of these, either the chick or the dude, one of them's parents have to be Ash. Because when you think about it, the mascot of Pokemon is Pikachu, so Pikachu has to be like in the main group. So it's like you have to find someone for Pikachu to be relevant, and how else would it be relevant if Ash gives his kid a Pikachu? You know. And I was watching it all on US release too. Watching Ash continuously fail in real time is the most down bad any MC can be for me. Facts, like Ash is the only MC that anytime he entered a tournament or a gym battle or anything, I was thinking he was gonna lose. Like anytime Ash faces some adversity, I think he's gonna lose. I don't think he's gonna pull through and win. Excuse me. But I think like that part of Ash, always thinking he's gonna lose, makes it when he wins that much better. Let me throw another ancient Pokemon reference at you. When are they adding Venus toys? Can I don't know what you're talking about on that one with Venus toys. Pokemon's not gonna be the same without Ash. I agree. I like the friendship between Ash and Go. It reminded me heavily of Gon and Killer from Hunter x Hunter. You said it was weird watching Ash fail at things. I completed myself continuously. That's because Ash tried to do everything like an absolute idiot. Like an absolute idiot. We know what was in the GS ball. According to one of the anime staff, it was part of a scrap storyline where there was going to be a Celebi in it. They ended up not doing it because Celebi was already going to be in the feature fourth movie. I'm actually okay with that, to be honest with you. I'm legit okay with that. Ash is winning now. It's like Rudy getting his last 5 minute run. Iron Bundle made Delibird actual threat. Bro, facts, the Delibird's actually like straight dog water, but Iron Bundle is actually legitimately scary. Legitimately scary. Can't say I've lost to anybody running an Iron Bundle yet, but at the same time, I haven't grinded a ranked Sword and or grinded ranked Scarlet and Violet super hard. So Ash is a million times better than freaking Deku. Ash only cried like 2 times. Like I know he cried when like he lost in top 16 to Richie or something with Mana Charizard. And I think he cried when he almost froze to death in that cave in Gen 1 when all his Pokemon had to warm him. But that's it though. Ash doesn't cry as much as Deku. Also, Deku is the chosen one. Ash is not the chosen one at all, in my opinion. But with that, I'm about to hop off. I'm about to warm up some spaghetti and eat that I made the other day. Cause I'm like actually really hungry. I do appreciate all you guys for stopping by and talking spoilers with me for a little bit. So yeah, I guess aside from that, you guys have a good one. I will catch you guys all. I'm trying to think, I might do a review of this chapter. I'm not for sure. I haven't decided. I don't want to say yes. I'm a 100% doing because then I'm going to be a liar and everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, Quan, you said you're going to do a review and then you didn't." So I do. I might talk about it though. Let me see. Starting in January, they're gonna air an 11 episode specials wrapping up Ash's journey. Maybe we'll get answers to certain things like Ash's father. I hope so, because they really should have talked about that. You're not gonna tell me a dude who gives away a perfectly good Larvitar isn't a clown. Yeah, bro. When he had the Larvitar, I was actually really excited for Ash to have a Tyranitar, but he legit just didn't. I already ate spaghetti for dinner. I'm 5 chess moves ahead of you. Come on now, Rax. But see, the thing is, I made the spaghetti the other day. I made it yesterday. Yeah, I made it. No, I made it 2 days ago. No, yesterday. It was either yesterday or 2 days ago. It doesn't matter. So maybe I think it was me that's actually 5 chess moves ahead of you. Unless you made it 3 days ago, then you would get me. But that's not important. Whatever, Rax. I'm eating my spaghetti. The rest of you guys, I appreciate you guys. I'll catch you later.